She texted, "Having an amazing time with the girls. Wish you were here," with a photo where a man's watch was clearly visible on the nightstand. I replied, "Looks fun. I am here." Her panic was palpable when I walked into the hotel bar and sat down at the table next to hers. Original post. I, 38 male, thought my wife, Amanda, 36, and I had a solid marriage. 12 years together, 2 kids, 10 and 8, the usual ups and downs, but nothing major. Or so I believed until last weekend. Amanda told me she was going on a girls' weekend with her sister Brittany and their friend Nicole. Some spa resort about 3 hours away. She'd been stressed with work lately, so I encouraged it. Even took time off to watch the kids. Friday night, she texted me around 9 p.m. with a selfie. Her in a hotel robe, wine glass in hand, big smile. "Having an amazing time with the girls. Wish you were here." Cute, right? Except I zoomed in to look at the hotel room, wanted to see how fancy this place was, and there it was. On the nightstand behind her, a man's Rolex, silver band, distinctive face. Not some cheap knockoff either. My stomach dropped. Then I looked closer. There was also a men's toiletry bag, partially visible near the bathroom door, and what looked like men's dress shoes by the bed. I sat there for maybe 10 minutes just staring at the photo. My kids were asleep upstairs. My wife was, what? Having an affair? The girls' weekend was a cover? But here's the thing. I'm not an idiot, and I'm not the type to rage or make accusations without proof. So I texted back, "Looks fun, I am here." She replied with question marks. I didn't respond. Instead, I called my brother Mitchell. "Hey, need you to watch the kids tomorrow. Family emergency. Everything okay?" "Will be." "Can you be here by 6 a.m.? "Sure, man." Then I did something that would later prove brilliant. I checked Amanda's iPad. She'd left it at home, still logged into her email. Found the hotel confirmation, the Grandview Resort. Checked in under her name, 1 room, 1 guest. Interesting. Checked her credit card app. We have each other's passwords for emergencies. No charges at the resort beyond the room. But there was a charge at a high-end steakhouse near the hotel. $287. That's not a girls' dinner. That's a romantic dinner for 2. Saturday morning, Mitchell arrived. Told the kids Uncle Mitch was taking them to the arcade and movies. They were thrilled. I drove 3 hours to the Grandview Resort. Walked into the lobby at 11 a.m. The place was gorgeous, also very public, very visible. The hotel bar was right off the lobby, open concept. I could see straight through to the restaurant area. And there she was. Amanda? Having brunch with her boss, Richard. Update 1, Richard, her 44-year-old supposedly happily married boss who she'd always described as professional but distant. The one she'd said was kind of cold, honestly. The one whose marriage she'd called rock solid. They're like the perfect couple. They were sitting at a corner table, leaning into each other, laughing. His hand was on hers. She was wearing a dress I'd never seen before. Red, expensive looking, definitely not spa weekend attire. I walked into the bar, calm as could be, ordered a coffee at the bar, then turned and walked to the table directly next to theirs. Sat down facing them. Amanda saw me mid-laugh. The color drained from her face. Actually drained. She went white, then red, then white again. "Ryan?" Her voice came out as a squeak. "Hey, honey," I said pleasantly. "Decided to surprise you. Hi, Richard." Richard looked like he'd been hit by a truck. He pulled his hand back from Amanda's so fast he knocked over his mimosa. "Ryan, This isn't," Amanda started. "Brittany and Nicole running late?" I asked, looking around. "Don't see them anywhere." They had to cancel last minute," she stammered. "Oh, when?" "Thursday night." Weird, because you texted me yesterday about having an amazing time with the girls, even sent a photo from your room." Richard stood up. "I should go." "Sit down, Dick," I said, still pleasant. "We're all adults here." He sat. The man actually sat. "So," I continued, "how long has this been going on?" "Ryan, please, let's talk privately," Amanda pleaded. "No, you brought him to a public place. Let's keep it public. How long?" Richard cleared his throat. 6 months. Amanda shot him a look that could have melted steel. "Richard, 6 months," I repeated. "Wow, that's a lot of girls' nights and late work meetings." The waiter approached. "Can I get you anything, sir?" "Just the coffee, thanks. These two are together. I'm solo." The waiter looked confused but walked away. "Ryan, I can explain," Amanda started. Can you? Can you explain why you've been lying to me and our children for 6 months?" Can you explain why you're here with your married boss when you're supposed to be with your sister? It's complicated. It's really not. You're having an affair. You lied about where you were going. You sent me a picture with his watch visible in it. Not complicated at all. You came here to spy on me? She was trying for indignant. No, I came here because my wife sent me a selfie with another man's Rolex in it. There's a difference. Richard's face went even paler. He looked at his wrist. Empty. The watch was in the photo? Yep, thanks for that, Dick. Don't call me Dick. Richard, Dick, whatever. You're sleeping with my wife. I'll call you whatever I want. Update 2. Amanda tried to salvage the situation. Ryan, please, the kids don't need to know about this. We can work it out quietly. The kids already know Daddy had to leave for an emergency. They're with Mitchell. You left our children to come here and make a scene? I'm not making a scene. I'm having coffee. You're the one who lied about a girls' weekend to spend time with Dick here. Stop calling me Dick. Richard, does your wife know you're here? He went silent. Lisa, right? Married 15 years? 2 teenagers? Does Lisa know you're at a romantic resort with my wife? That's not? You don't need to involve her. Oh, I think I do. See, you both made decisions that affect multiple families. Lisa deserves to know, just like I deserve to know. Amanda grabbed my arm. Ryan, please. Don't destroy Richard's marriage. I laughed. Actually laughed. I'm not destroying anything. You two did that when you decided to have an affair. It just happened, she said. We didn't plan it. You planned this weekend. You made reservations. You lied to me. You lied to your kids. That's a lot of planning for something that just happened. Richard stood up again. I'm leaving. Leaving your girlfriend in the middle of your romantic weekend? That's cold, Dick. Even for you. He walked away, quickly. Amanda watched him go, tears starting. 6 months, I said. 6 months of coming home to me and the kids, kissing me goodnight, acting normal. That takes dedication. I do love you, she said. No, you don't. People who love you don't do this. What are you gonna do? Right now, finish my coffee, then drive home. Then figure out how to explain to 2 kids why mommy won't be living with us anymore. You can't just kick me out. That's my home too. Actually, I can. The house is in my name, inherited from my dad, remember? You're not on the deed. Her face went from sad to angry. You can't keep me from my children. I'm not keeping you from them. You're welcome to see them, just not in my house. Our house? No, Amanda, my house. You can stay with Brittany, or Nicole, or Richard, if his wife kicks him out too. I pulled out my phone, found Lisa's Facebook. Wasn't hard. Richard had her plastered all over his profile, happy family photos from last month. What are you doing? Amanda asked, panicked. Sending Lisa a message. She deserves to know. Ryan, don't. His kids, his family? Should have thought about that 6 months ago. I typed, Hi Lisa. You don't know me, but your husband Richard is having an affair with my wife Amanda. They're currently at the Grandview Resort together. I have photos if you need proof. I'm sorry to tell you this way, but you deserve to know. Ryan Morrison. Attached the photo Amanda sent me with the watch visible. Hit send. Amanda was crying now. Real tears. You've ruined everything. No, honey. You did that. I'm just dealing with the aftermath. Update 3. The drive home was surreal. 3 hours to think about 12 years of marriage ending because of a Rolex in a photo. Amanda had blown up my phone with texts ranging from apologetic to angry to threatening. You're overreacting. We can get counseling. I'll take you for everything in the divorce. Please don't tell the kids. You're destroying our family. I'm calling a lawyer. That last one made me laugh. With what money? I'd been the primary earner for our entire marriage. She worked part-time as an office manager at Richard's company, naturally. Made maybe $35 a year. Got home around 3 p.m. Mitchell took one look at my face and knew. That bad? Found her with her boss. Richard, the cold, distant one? Apparently not that distant. He took the kids to his place for the night. Told them Mom and Dad needed to sort some grown-up stuff out. They weren't happy, but Uncle Mitchell's promise of pizza and video games helped. Amanda came home around 6 p.m., walked in like nothing happened, then saw the suitcases in the living room. What's this? Your stuff. Essentials for now. You can schedule a time to get the rest. You can't be serious. Dead serious. The house is mine. You're not on the deed, not on the mortgage, not on anything. You need to leave. I'm not going anywhere. I live here. Not anymore. She pulled out her phone. I'm calling the police. Go ahead, explain to them that you want to stay in a house you don't own after admitting to a 6-month affair. She called anyway. 2 officers showed up 30 minutes later. I showed them the deed, explained the situation calmly. Amanda was less calm. He's throwing me out. I have rights. The older officer looked tired. Ma'am, if you're not on the deed and he owns the property, he can ask you to leave. This is a civil matter. But I'm his wife. Then you'll need to address it in divorce court. But right now, if he wants you to leave his property, you need to leave. Amanda lost it. Full on screaming about how unfair it was, how I was abusing her, how the system was broken. The officers just stood there, waiting. Finally, she grabbed the suitcases. This isn't over. No, I agreed. It's just starting. After she left, I called Lisa back. She'd left me 3 voicemails. Her voice was shaky in all of them. We talked for an hour. She'd suspected something was off, but never imagined Richard would cheat. She'd already contacted a divorce attorney. Apparently, Richard had tried to deny everything until she forwarded him the photo. He said it was a misunderstanding. Lisa laughed bitterly. A misunderstanding. He accidentally ended up at a resort with your wife. They're both liars, practiced ones. Ryan, thank you for telling me. Most people wouldn't have. You deserved to know. Monday morning, everything escalated. Amanda had stayed with her sister Brittany, who called me screaming about how I'd abandoned her sister. She abandoned our marriage when she started sleeping with Richard. People make mistakes. For 6 months? Then came the text from Amanda. Richard's been fired. His wife threw him out. You've destroyed 2 families. Happy? I responded, you destroyed 2 families. I just exposed it. He's losing everything. Consequences. Look it up. Update for Tuesday was when Amanda went nuclear. Posted on Facebook about how I was financially abusing her by kicking her out. How I was keeping her from her children. How I was being vindictive and cruel during a difficult time in our marriage. The comments were mixed. Some of her friends supported her blindly. Others asked questions she wouldn't answer. My favorite was from my cousin Janet. Didn't you just post last week about what an amazing husband Ryan is? What changed? I didn't respond. But I did post the selfie she'd sent me, with the watch circled. Caption, when your wife's girls' weekend includes men's accessories, 6 months of lies end now. The post exploded. Suddenly, everyone understood. Amanda deleted her post within an hour. Wednesday, I met with a divorce attorney. Harold Brennan, recommended by Lisa actually. Old school, no nonsense. The house is yours? Inherited. She's not on anything. Good. Kids? 50-50 custody ideally. I'm not trying to keep her from them. Generous, considering. They need their mother, even if she's a cheating liar. Alimony? She's demanding it. Harold laughed. Based on what? She destroyed the marriage with adultery. She works. She's capable of supporting herself. Judge won't be sympathetic. She says she'll go after my retirement, savings, everything. She can try, won't get far. Document everything, every text, every email. The affair kills most of her leverage. Thursday, Richard showed up at my office. Security called me down. 5 minutes, he said. You've got 2. Amanda says you won't let her see the kids. That's a lie. She can see them. Just not at my house. She hasn't even tried to arrange anything. This is destroying her. You mean consequences are destroying her? There's a difference. I lost my job. My wife, my kids won't talk to me. And you could have handled this privately, like you handled your affair privately for 6 months. We fell in love. You fell in lust. Now you're facing reality. Amanda's not that attractive when she doesn't have a husband paying for everything, is she? His face told me everything. He'd already figured out that Amanda expected him to maintain her lifestyle. Without his executive salary, that wasn't happening. She wants to move in with me, he admitted. I'm living in a studio apartment. I can't afford. I lost everything. Not my problem, Dick. He left, but that conversation told me everything about where this was heading. Update 5 Friday morning, Amanda called. First time we'd actually talked since the hotel. The kids want to know where I am. Tell them the truth. You chose to leave. I didn't choose anything. You threw me out. You chose Richard for 6 months. That choice has consequences. I want to see them. Fine. Saturday, 10 a.m. Public place. McDonald's on 3rd Street. McDonald's? Really? You want somewhere fancier. You pay for it. I can't afford. Richard's not working. I'm not working. You're not working? What happened to your job? Silence. Amanda? They let me go. Said it was a conflict of interest. Of course, she'd been sleeping with the boss. Company probably couldn't fire him without firing her too. Liability issues. So get another job. With what reference? I worked there 8 years. Should have thought about that before sleeping with your boss. You're enjoying this. No, I'm not. Our kids are confused and hurt. 12 years of marriage are gone. Nothing enjoyable about it. Then why are you being so cruel? Cruel? I'm being practical. You made choices. These are the results. Saturday at McDonald's was rough. The kids were happy to see her but confused. Why can't you come home, Mom? Our daughter Emily asked. It's complicated, sweetie. Dad says you needed to live somewhere else for a while, our son James added. Your father and I are working through some things. I sat at a different table, letting them talk, but I could see Amanda struggling. She looked tired, defeated. The kids noticed too. Are you okay, Mom? James asked. You look sad. I'm fine, baby, just tired. After an hour, she hugged them goodbye. Emily clung to her. When are you coming home? I don't know, sweetie. As we were leaving, Amanda pulled me aside. Richard and I are done. That was fast. He blames me for ruining his life. Says if I hadn't sent that photo. The photo didn't ruin anything. The affair did. I know. She actually looked defeated. I know. What do you want, Amanda? I want to come home. That's not happening. I made a mistake. 6 months of mistakes, calculated lies, planned deception. I was confused. Richard made me feel special. And now? Now I realize what I threw away. Too late for realizations. She started crying. Real tears, not manipulation. What am I supposed to do? I have nothing. No job, no money, no home. Get a job, get an apartment, rebuild your life, just not with me. The kids need stability. They have it, with me, in their home. Our home. No, Amanda, my home. You gave up any claim to it when you chose to have an affair. Final update. It's been 3 months since that day at the hotel. The divorce is almost final. Amanda didn't get the alimony she wanted. Harold was right. Judges don't look kindly on adultery. She got some money from our savings, but not the half she demanded. She's living in a 1-bedroom apartment, working retail. Not exactly the lifestyle she was accustomed to. Richard disappeared completely. Heard he moved to another state to start over. So much for their great love affair. The kids see Amanda every other weekend and Wednesday dinners. They're adjusting. Kids are resilient like that. Emily asked me last week if Mom and I would ever get back together. No, sweetheart. Sometimes when trust is broken, it can't be fixed. Like when James broke my favorite doll? Kind of like that, yeah. Amanda still texts occasionally, alternates between anger and regret. Last week, I threw away everything for nothing. I replied, yes, you did. Do you hate me? No, I nothing you. That's worse. And that's the truth. The opposite of love isn't hate. It's indifference. And I'm genuinely indifferent to her now. She's just someone I share kids with. Lisa and I have coffee sometimes. Not romantic, just two people who went through the same betrayal. She's doing better. Richard apparently sends her long emails about how sorry he is, how he wants to come back. She forwards them to her lawyer. The audacity, she said last week. He thinks apologizing fixes 6 months of lies. They both do. Like words erase actions. You saved me, you know, that photo, that message. I would have lived in ignorance. We both would have. Here's what I learned. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Amanda showed me she was capable of 6 months of deception, of looking me and our kids in the eye while living a complete lie. That's not a mistake. That's a character flaw. The entitlement was the most stunning part. Even after everything came out, she expected to keep the house, the lifestyle, the marriage. Like her affair was just a minor inconvenience I should overlook. Like consequences were for other people. The Rolex in the photo? Richard never did get it back from the hotel. Amanda left so quickly she forgot to pack it. The hotel held it for a month, then donated it to charity when no one claimed it. Found that out from Lisa. We both laughed about it. A $30,000 watch, gone because they were too embarrassed to go back, she said. Fitting metaphor. They threw away everything valuable and can't get it back. Last night I was helping Emily with homework when she asked, Dad, why did Mom leave? I thought carefully. Sometimes adults make choices that hurt people they love, and when trust gets broken, things can't go back to how they were. But she says she's sorry. Being sorry doesn't always fix things, sweetheart. That's sad. Yeah, it is. And it is sad. 12 years, 2 kids, a life built together, all destroyed for hotel weekends and stolen moments. Amanda lost everything. Her marriage, her home, her comfortable life, her reputation. Richard lost his career, his family, his future. 2 families destroyed because 2 people thought they were entitled to have an affair without consequences. But actions have consequences, always. Even if you think you're being careful. Even if you think you won't get caught. Sometimes all it takes is a watch and a photo to bring it all crashing down.